story from David Vonderhaar's glasses coming up next. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Call of Duty 2015 with Biggest Believer. So I'm going to go over the usual housekeeping stuff before we get into the Blaze. The first time you're making a podcast, subscribe button. We're going to be following throughout here we Call of Duty and the plan to Game Master Drop to drop it, information about the video that comes out. But I want you all to be a part of it. So what does that mean? You guys find anything. It's really the actual real, it doesn't matter. That's the one thing in the Call of Duty 2015 is going off in front of us. You find out the story when the game comes out. And then when the game actually comes out, we're going to be going over this stuff, so keep that in mind. And anytime you do find news, follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below. And tweet me with hashtag COD2015News. Now, like I said, and I say this every single episode because I can't thank you guys enough. We get 500 likes on every single video. And when I started this whole deal, I didn't think it was going to be as popular as it is. It's just insane the amount of support I've been getting. People tweeting at me, when's the next one? We want more, we want more. And thank you. I really do appreciate it. But we're not going to sit here and talk about all this. Let's get to those 500 likes. Let's get into the first story of the day. So Sergeant Frank Woods had tweeted out, hashtag Black Ops 3, hashtag NextCOD, oh, what will tomorrow bring? So this tweet was actually deleted. I don't remember the date. Somebody had showed me this on Twitter, and I took a screenshot, and I didn't even get that person's Twitter, so whoever reported that, just leave a comment in the description or in the comments below, and everybody say thank you for this one. But that's kind of interesting. Yep. Now, going on to story number 2, we got David Vonderhaar. This is nothing crazy, but he says design versus art arguments are now being settled via rap battles. It's the only way an artist can rap. So basically what he's saying is I'm assuming this could be something to do with map design. They're arguing over the map design, but we won't know until, actually we might never know, to be honest with you. And the next story is reviewing scripts. My writer just named a thing I can't talk about, the HATR, the hater. I think this is going to be, I think I'm going to ask him to go steady. But, Illuminati, David Vonderhaar, what's going on, buddy? So, but basically, we did a little research. Somebody had tweeted me, and they said it's possibly chemical warfare related. Who knows? But we're going to start getting into the better stories here. Throwback Thursday, the time we made the third most OP gun in Call of Duty history. I cried myself to sleep for at least a week, David Vonderhaar tweeted. And he's got a picture up here with the FAMAS, and then he's got and a little bullet dropping off. And there's a couple things we can take away from this, okay? So one is the FAMAS coming back to Black Ops 3 or Call of Duty 2015. It's one of the two. It could be both. And another thing that this leads me to believe is that they're balancing guns right now. So, with him talking about being OP, stuff like that, they're trying to balance out the guns. They're trying to figure out the right recipe. And, of course, after a Call of Duty drops, they always bring out new revisions and try to buff and balance weapons as they become, used by the public. But we're going to start getting into the serious story of the night, the main story. So, right here, David Vonderhaar tweets out a picture, okay? And it's a selfie. Me right now, while my timeline actively debates number 1 and 2, I don't have to say it, it hurts too much. Now, there's a couple things with this right here, okay? So, he's talking about number 1 and 2, and he's still talking about the most overpowered guns in Call of Duty history. So, people on his timeline were arguing about this. Now, the takeaway from this is he's wearing glasses. They're orange and black. No big deal, okay? But we're going to go ahead and zoom in on this picture a little bit, and we can actually see in the background, off the reflection on his glasses, these are the first official images of whatever game it is. Now, we tried zooming in. We tried to make it better. We can't really figure out what it is, but we know it has something to do with the next Call of Duty game. Now, this is where it gets Illuminati. Okay, so right here, look at this. Look at this screenshot. You looking at it? Somebody had mentioned to me. Now, if you know David Vonderhaar, it's cool, okay? He likes to tease his game. He likes to build the hype, and he likes to lead part of the series that we're doing here, and that's why I think it's so fun to do these, is to figure these things out. But this screenshot right here, you turn his face upside down to the side. Those glasses are not only black and orange, they make it number 3. Black Ops 3 confirmed. Not really. It's not really. But I think that's kind of interesting, right? If you really sit down and you think about it, was it meant to be like that? Nah, probably not. Who knows? But it is kind of crazy. I'll leave a link for the screenshot in the description below so you can check it out a little bit better. But before we get going, as always, on every newscast, we got a question of the day. If you could bring back any kill streak from any Call of Duty, what kill streak would that be? And mine is the Modern Warfare 2 nuke. So, obviously, leave your favorite kill streak, or one kill streak you would want to return in this year's Call of Duty in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, slap that like button. If it's your first time here, click that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out. Have a great night, guys. Thank you for all your support. And as always, if it's your first time here, the top link in the description will be a playlist to all the Call of Duty 2015 music you missed. Have a great night.